Hi, I'm Emma Willis, and I have managed to track down the Queen of Big Brother, Davina McCall, for you guys. Funny how I've managed to track her down in her dressing room. Now, I am loaded with the most popular questions, both written and voted for by you guys on YouTube. So let's go and see what she's got to say. Right, so YouTube questions.
Yes.
Are you ready?
I am.
Brilliant. Has there ever been an incident that was not fit to be aired on TV, but that you can share with us now that it's over? And that's from Howard 10.
No, I think the only things that haven't been aired on TV were sort of fight night where security had to go in and somebody took it off air, but I think that was an error. There are a couple of times, I think, when it was taken off air, suddenly, but we know about those. It was like fight night, and then I think there was one time during Series 1.
Was it taken off during Series 1?
I think for a moment it was taken off air. Yeah.
What about Kinga and the bottle?
No, Kinga was...
Did that stay on?
Kinga was aired, and everyone saw it, and that was one of my great sadnesses of my Big Brother career, that Kinga was aired. That was something that I should be telling you about that now in response to this very question.
That should have been kept private.
Yeah.
So what
Poor
housemates...
Kinga.
Yeah, but
Sorry.
really, you shouldn't do it.
She was really drunk, and, somebody in that house should have stopped her.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
That we're watching.
And if somebody in the house didn't stop her, I think Big Brother should potentially have called her to the diary room or something. They shouldn't have let that pan out.
Well, thankfully it didn't
But it was a long time ago.
Yeah.
And I think everybody learned from that, and it would never happen again.
Especially Kinga.
Yeah.
What housemates have you really disliked and found difficult to interview? Be honest. That's from Super Ro.
I tell you, the first time round, Makosi was difficult to interview because I didn't understand her, I think, like I kind of understand her now. I mean, the second time round I got to interview her, and I was quite nervous about it because I thought, oh, please, I don't want another replay of the last interview. And actually, I really liked her on this interview. So it's funny how sometimes housemates, if they go in for a second time, if the first time round I thought I don't really get you at all as a person, and then the second time round often they win me over.
Yeah. Do you think that's maybe because they learn from it the first time and they see how they are with you or with whoever?
I don't think so. I just think they see, if they've had a bad reception the first time round, I think they see it as an opportunity.
Yeah.
A bit like Vanessa this series. She's seen this as an opportunity to go and show herself that she can make it different. And anybody that's had a bad time, Nick, done the same thing. Anybody that's had a difficult first time, they go in there and prove. So I found Makosi difficult. I found Tim difficult. I wanted Tim to sort of, say, look, yes, I apologise for telling everybody about the World Cup the minute I walked in the house. I'm sorry for being rude to Big Brother Comprende. And he didn't do any of that. And I'm not in business. I don't want to be mean to people.
Yeah.
I don't want to be mean to people. And if ever I have been mean to somebody, it's been an error. Like there was, I remember Kat from Celebrity Big Brother this year.
Yeah.
And her last question, I said, you went in there to sort of prove to people that you're not the person that they all think you are. And she went, yeah. And I went, well, it didn't work. And I thought, actually, I had somebody counting me down. You said 5, 4, 3, and I thought I can't go into a big thing. And I said, well, it didn't work. But then after, I thought that was mean. That was actually mean. It was unnecessary, and it might get a laugh, but it's a bit mean. It doesn't feel right.
But I think everyone knows that you are not necessarily mean. You're never mean to people.
Well, I
but
hope
you have
not.
to be honest and ask
well,
the
yes,
questions
and also
that
other people want me to ask. So.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's important to try and ask the difficult questions, but to try and do it in a sensitive manner and give them a right to reply.
Yeah, because you'll get, stick for not asking those questions as well. So you can't, it's a tricky one, isn't it? Shall we move on?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so this is from Blonde Mazunga. If Big Brother was to be resurrected in the future and one of your children auditioned and was subsequently selected as a housemate, how do you think you would react to the news? And would you be nervous? Would you be a nervous wreck watching them on TV in the house?
I think, you know, if you spoke to any of the parents of any of the people that have ever been into the Big Brother house, you'd be on the edge of your seat and you would be crying if they were crying, laughing if they were laughing. You'd be willing them on. You know, if any of my children wanted to go into the Big Brother house, they're their own people. You know, they'd be over 18. I can't do anything about that, but I would support them wholeheartedly if they wanted to do that. But it's like anything, you know, if you see them behave in a way that you think you haven't seen before, or you think is not them at all, you'd be thinking, well, they've been badly edited. Yeah. But, you know, sometimes people just misbehave and you can't do anything about that. Yeah. You know, I mean, I always say to people when they go, oh, I've been badly edited, or if someone's family go, I've been badly edited, I'd say, you know, go and sit in the producer's office and try and condense 24 hours into 1 hour. It's got to be edited. Yeah. Sometimes we're not going to show stuff, you know. Otherwise, watch the live streaming. That's not edited. Yeah.
Make your mind up from that. You've got to show the main strings of what is happening. Yeah. You would be the perfect person though to kind of like teach your children how to do it properly.
Do you know? I don't think I'd teach them anything. I'd just go in and be yourself.
Yeah. No tips or hints. I don't suppose there are any.
Not really, because it would be a bit odd briefing your child on how to win Big Brother. It would be like, that would be the ultimate competitive mother, wouldn't it? If you don't win this competition, I'm disowning you.
This is me. This is my show. Go and win it. Right, okay, so Fen Likes Guavas would like to know, if Big Brother goes to Channel 5, will you still present it?
Well, I just want him to know that I like guavas as well. God, you know, it's so funny because everybody's talking about it going to Channel 5 and I don't know that it's going to Channel 5, so I can't make a decision about something I don't know about. But, you know, crikey, there's no decision and it's the end, and I've kind of gone and got myself other work, so if it was going to happen, I'd have to know pretty darn quick. Because, you know, I've got other projects.
You're a woman in demand, Davina
McCall. You know, I've got a life. No, I mean, I love it. You know, and I've always said you'd have to kind of prise my dead fingers off of the microphone to get me off this programme. But I do feel like I've been saying goodbye for the last year. Yeah. And is it time to say goddye?
Well, I suppose you'll only know that if it happens.
If the offer comes, then I'd have to process it then.
Okay. Hi, Davina. What's the real reason why Channel 4 decided to end Big Brother when it's still enjoyed and will be missed by many people? And that's from Paula Welf.
Well, Paula, I think I know the reason for that. And I think it's because, you know, when Big Brother is riding on the crest of a wave and all the housemates are great and we're enjoying it, really productive, fun series, and there's lots going on, but not too much controversy. There's nothing as delicious as working on this programme and being part of it. But when Big Brother hits a controversy or something difficult happens, it's hard. And it's very, very hard on the people that work on it, the people that are at the top, but it's also very, very hard for the channel. And Channel 4 have relentlessly over the years defended this programme really brilliantly and have loved it as much as we have. But I think even for them, there came a point where they thought, can we do another 3 years of having accusations, you know, false accusations thrown at us and us having to defend a completely spotless programme, a programme that doesn't cheat, doesn't lie, doesn't, you know, that does controversy very well, but it's honest. Yeah. And I think they've just had enough. You know, I think I think they'd had enough. But they've been brilliant supporters of Channel 4 ever since, and I think they'll miss it. Yeah. You know, financially,
it's going to be a big hole for them.
Financially and programme-wise, what are they going to put? They've got to find like weeks and weeks of every night.
You've got to find something to top it as well.
Every night. But I think they're not worried about topping it. I think they're worried. I think they just want to do something different.
Yeah. Time for a change. Yeah. Okay, so if you were allowed to keep anything to yourself from the Big Brother house or anything to do with Big Brother, what would you take home with you? Going to miss you so much, Davina. I'll be crying with you, chick. That's from Mrs. T.M. Bull.
Well, I think obviously a chair. A chair would be great.
A diary room chair.
A diary room chair would be amazing. Obviously, the tree, or from this series, Davina McCall would be quite good.
You've got to take that
I've got to have
home.
Davina McCall. I'm trying to think, how am I going to get in there and nick it before it finishes?
Just tell him you want it.
Davina McCall's got
Demand.
to be mine. I mean, she is me.
Exactly.
And I am her.
Yeah, that is you.
Yeah.
You got to take it.
But do you know what I did get, Mrs.
TM Bull.
TM Bull? I did get a puppet, a Davina puppet, which was very exciting.
I saw you walking around with that.
That's really good.
Davina, if you could go into any series, which one would it be? That's from Flyant 21.
Gosh, that's hard.
That is hard.
I mean, that's really hard. I would say either 5 or was it 6 with Nikki and Pete? Or was that 7?
7.
It was 7, wasn't
6
it?
was Anthony, wasn't it?
Yeah. So I think 7. Either 5 or 7.
Or 7. Not the original.
Well, the original would have been amazing, but there's so much more to do in the tasks and everything.
It was
there's
quite
a lot
simple
more to,
still in one, wasn't
it? A
it?
lot more to occupy your mind. I think I'd go a bit stir crazy if I didn't have stuff to do.
Okay. Have you stayed in contact with any of the housemates since their appearance on Big Brother? If so, who are they? That's from Peter Anna Productions.
Well, I've stayed in touch with Anna Nolan from Series 1.
Mm-hmm.
I've stayed in touch with Rodrigo Lopez from Series
Love Rodrigo.
9, 8, 9, 10. I can't remember. And I've stayed in touch with Samuel Pepper. Yeah, who is very, very funny.
Adorable.
Adorable.
Adorable. Davina, thank you so much.
Thanks, Pimbles.
Thank
George.
you, Davina.
Is your hair like just the most amazing low maintenance haircut you've ever had?